Welcome back to Lords of Shadow 2. Now, Dracula is kind of envious, I think, of the Lieutenant's armor, so he switched back into his black dibs.
He's going to have to get that book back to the library before they charge him a fee.
Well, remember, everything is on Carmilla's tab.
Oh.
It's not just the furniture. And, of course, starting off with the Konami code wink.
Come on, let's not waste any more time.
Zobek's lieutenant is extremely punctual, and he does not like it when we screw around. So let's screw around.
Oh.
Well, why wouldn't you?
I mean, he does look like a very serious boy. I've never seen Berserk, but I feel like he would be right at home with the character designs that I've seen of it.
We'll continue on this way.
I feel like I've just outed myself as an extreme poser.
Yeah, if you played any Souls games, I think you're like 90% of the way there.
Yeah.
Come on, let's not waste any more time.
So we'll be spending some chunk of this video with Zobek's lieutenant, but unfortunately he will not do things like turn on the circuit breaker. We'll have to do that ourselves.
He won't solve puzzles for us.
Well, maybe he will, but he just won't do anything circuit breaker related. It's not in his contract with Zobek.
Oh. See, he's not a general contractor. Right.
Well, I mean, if you remember back in Lords of Shadow 1, Zobek was also very stingy about what he would and would not do with Gabriel. So, he probably warned him about that. Also, this is the power of Void Kata. It is a very useful move with some of the lesser enemies that are around. Unfortunately, one of the enemies here is a possessed civilian with a shotgun.
Oh no.
We do not have the move that I mentioned before that makes it really useful to deal with possessed shotgun enemies, but we will be getting that move in this video.
Oh, I see. You're learning from Kamaki again.
Sooner or later, we will learn the proper heat action to disarm enemies of their guns, but it only works in the dragon style. And we're just going to transfer over some mastery. The important thing is that you can only transfer mastery once for a single move. So once you've reached mastery of a move, that's it. You have to do another move next. So we've been barred by some electricity over here.
Come and hold this switch.
Lieutenant did learn this trick from Zobek, though.
Hold this.
Yes. He learned that from the statues in the Weigel graveyard. Unfortunately, he's not able to pass, so we're going to have to find some way to cut the power.
Please be literally. Please be literally.
You'll see. Now, in this area is... I can't remember... Have we seen yet what the dungeon keys do? I can't remember. It's been a while since we recorded.
I'm pretty sure we have.
Okay, well, just in case we haven't, we're going to use up a dungeon key. But unfortunately, I temporarily forget to do the next part of it, but I do come back for it later.
Find some way for me to reach you.
We're working on it, dude. Come on.
So yes, you were right, Roy. We are literally cutting the power. All right, so this is the second part after you put in the dungeon key. Gives you a hidden stash. It's usually 2,000 XP. I do like that in these modern day sections, they always give you a high vantage point to observe your enemies and give you the opportunity to ambush them.
It feels like they really want to do like the Arkham thing.
Yeah. Or at least like give you that sense of anticipation before the fight. Like, it's clear that their stealth system is definitely more passive than aggressive as it is in the Arkham games, but they at least want to give you that sense of, tension before the fight.
It would be kind of neat though if you could do the Arkham thing and you just like incapacitate enemies before they even notice you.
Yeah, that would be great. I actually think that the stealth might be, more appreciated if they had a more aggressive route that way.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun to play Predator than it is to slowly wait in the shadows.
I'll sharpen my weapon on foes.
The lieutenant's dialogue is pretty cool, but it gets very repetitive very quickly.
He charged by the word.
Yeah. Anyway, here's one of the co-op actions with Lieutenant I like. Unfortunately, I don't think it happens aside from this one part.
Come on, jump to me.
Interesting.
That is pretty neat, actually.
I think something similar happened in the game Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. It's been a while since I played that game, but I think there was a similar co-op action in that game. Of course, with the whole premise of that game was that you were playing each brother directing with one of the analog sticks.
Weirdly, that co-op action reminded me a bit of the ones you get in like 50 Cent Blood on the Sand.
Oh, yes, I remember those.
Zobek needs me.
It's too bad Dracula doesn't have a swear button.
Having never played that game, that sounds amazing just for the swear button.
A swear button that could be upgraded, mind you.
Wait, what?
It also
Yes.
it's also a good multiplier for your score.
Yeah. With stats such as bragging, profanity, and triple X. Also, this is one area where the climbing mechanic kind of gets a little buggy.
Oh my god, this is reminding me so much of Sonic 06. Help.
Thankfully, it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's horrible. This map in particular is kind of infamous. I really hate it. It's really directionless. It really shows the flaws in the climbing system, because you can't jump off anywhere that's not on the direct path that the game wants you to go. And they actually lengthen the platforming in some areas, particularly for collectibles, based on that restriction. For instance, this pain box down here, I can't get to it. I can't jump down. I have to stay on the path.
This seems like poorly designed filler.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I like this game, but this map is absolutely poorly designed filler. No question.
Yeah, that just seems lousy.
Yeah, this map is terrible. I am not going to defend it.
At least they're paying you in pain boxes.
Yes. And we almost have a new Chaos upgrade, so that's good. Unfortunately, we can't get to that pain box just yet.
But we did find the exit to Hooker Alley.
Father! Mother is very frightened. Can you come with me? No!
What's happening?
Someone wants to hurt us.
My son.
And it was at this point I realized I had to censor the name of this area, otherwise it would spoil the big twist that comes up in this next cutscene. Look at in the top corner. I had to blur it out.
I thought Kojima wasn't involved in this game.
Guest starring the Skulls.
It's actually Treasure Trebadoc. Sorry to spoil it.
My lord.
Carmilla. This must be a dream.
And if you were never to wake again, would it matter?
I destroyed you a long time ago.
But that wasn't you. All those years ago. I am yours now. Do with me what you will. Now I am inside of you, and your weakness will be my strength. Bitch! You'll never leave here, my prince.
For a second, I thought those skeletons had glow sticks.
That would be much funnier. So Carmilla's blood it's possessed us. And that means that we're stuck in this quadrant of the castle until we can find a cure. And we're also introduced to this game's version of the Skeleton Warriors, which are, for the most part, they're not as aggressive as they were in the first game, but they can be a pain if they group up on you.
I see.
And because we've been poisoned by Carmilla's blood, it actually means that there's a unique game over screen. So I'm going to show that off in a minute. I just need to take enough damage first.
Game over as in you get possessed and not like you lose all your health, right? Or are they the same?
You'll see. I swear, I am playing on hard. I know it doesn't look like it.
I swear I'm trying to die.
I think Dracula's had enough to drink. And it uses the same game over music as the first game, which is an orchestral rearrangement of the game over music from Castlevania 1. Anyway, back to the Skeleton Warriors. They go absolutely flying if you use the Chaos Claws on them.
Nice.
As you can see. Yeah, they've been completely redesigned from the first game, where they were sort of like tank enemies. But here, they're much more dangerous in groups.
But a fun opportunity for some aerial combat.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Who needs a launcher when you can just use your bare fists?
Or the Chaos Bombs. Those are also great. They usually mix it up so that one will have a shield and then the others will try to flank around you. I also like how their skeletons stretch, which is something that was not really in the first game. The first game they had that like cartoonish tornado attack, which was funny, but you know, it was also kind of annoying. But I think I prefer the Skeleton Warriors in 2 overall. This guy just will not get up.
Just
Gabriel,
Are you real? Or just a dream too?
I am here.
What power is behind this? You're standing here as if 1,000 years had not passed since the last time I saw you alive. And your son, hidden deep inside you.
I had to protect him from you, Gabriel. They knew. They told me what you were going to become. I had no choice.
And did they tell you of your own death at my hands? Huh? Did they tell you what would happen to our child? Did they? Did they tell you that blood would fight against blood for all eternity? You were deceived, Marie. Tell me, is this God's reward for the devoted and the foolish?
You are no fool, Gabriel.
I am no longer Gabriel, woman. I am the dragon, Dracul. I am the Prince of Darkness. I am and will be forever a thorn in his side. That is my vengeance.
I know who you are. And I know you want this to be over. But this suffering had to happen. And it will come to an end soon, my love. I have been sent back to help you.
You cannot help me. You're not here. You're not real.
I am as real as the blood of that witch that is poisoning you as we speak. Ah, this castle and its inhabitants fear that you will leave this place forever. They will stop at nothing to keep you here. Your power keeps them alive.
I know. This place has been my home for many centuries. Now, all I want to do is escape. I've seen our son here. This is no place for a boy.
It's no place for you either, Gabriel. It never has been. It's time for you to go. It's time for you to return to us. To your family. Now you must drink my blood. It will help fight Carmella's spell. Remember, I am always with you.
You're not going anywhere, my prince.
Okay, so we just had this big emotional cutscene with a huge revelation that Maria's secretly been alive this whole time. And if we go into the pause menu, what does it say? "Do that Carmilla's up to no good again, hoy." Lovely tonal dissonance. I love this game. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Never change. Lords of Shadow 2.
So this is a stealth boss fight. I actually like this.
Got you.
Because for one thing, when you get caught, it's not an instant game over. It just throws you into a fight.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, not an especially difficult one either.
This might actually be one of the better thought out areas of the castle, immediately following the ham-fisted filler area that we had to go through.
Yeah. Anyway, the idea here is that you are, throwing blood down these crosses, which activate these switches here.
I'm getting tired of chasing you.
It's been 20 seconds, Carmilla, seriously. And you have to throw down all four. But Carmilla can also throw down her own blood, which deactivates the switches. So it's essentially an extended game of cat and mouse.
Interesting.
This is, like I said, there are two boss fights in this game that use stealth, and I actually like them both. As much as I dislike the regular stealth in this game. I think the two boss fights that use stealth are really good. And also the fact that you could dash during stealth really helps.
Enough of playing hide and seek.
So eventually, if you get too far away from her, Carmilla will teleport to your last known location.
My blood runs through your veins.
Although, don't try and use Bat Swarm on her. She doesn't like that.
You're finished.
I can't imagine a lot of people like getting bats thrown at them. Not gonna lie.
All right, so being the pro speedrunner, former speedrunner that I am, I found the optimal strat, which is essentially to kite her around. Like this, and not get stuck on the bookcase.
I'm surprised she can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well. It's the stealth is entirely line of sight. There's no sound at all.
I'm getting tired of chasing you.
It's good that she can't hear you barfing up blood.
Yeah.
I can see.
Anyway, as soon as you activate all four switches, that's it. The stealth section is over.
Well, that could have been worse.
That's actually really fascinating.
Yeah, there's one other stealth boss fight later in the game, which a lot of other journalists at the time really hated, but I kind of like it. This one's good, though. Anyway, that dodo is being useless, as usual. And it will continue screeching, and the frequency of its screeching increases when you get closer to it.
Oh
it's
god!
It's sitting at that the pillar of sacrifice over there. There he is. We will be looking at the Klydos challenges starting in video 11. And for some reason, those statues cannot be broken. Not sure why. As soon as you enter that area after seeing the cutscene with Trevor, it says Carmilla's Lair, which is why I had to censor it. So yeah, way to ruin your own surprise, jackasses. Anyway, once we cross the bridge across this really beautiful area of the castle, we'll get to the next big phase of the fight with Carmilla.
My love. I thought I'd never see you again. Now drink from me again. The witch's blood is powerful.
Close your eyes.
No, Gabriel! This is pointless. He knows your tricks. Only my blood can undo the spell. I have faith in you. She is trying to make you doubt me. Ignore her. Don't listen to her, Gabriel. Choose me. I am your woman. I am yours.
So there is, in fact, a wrong option here.
Is the right option always fixed?
Yes, it is dependent on their dialogue. I'm going to choose the wrong option because it has a very funny cutscene if you choose the wrong Marie.
Follow your heart. You must choose. I'm sorry. I failed you.
Okay.
All right, so in order to determine which is the right Marie, the wrong Marie is incredibly thirsty, and the correct Marie is the one who's actually being noble.
No, my prince, no!
What a disappointment you are. You. Bad choice. Now you are going to be mine.
No, you
Oh no.
Oh!
Okay, after I recovered by lost video data and found the save again, this is the actual fight with Carmilla. I love that little intro I used.
I know it.
So the lightning attacks is a special elemental attack similar to fire and other energy attacks. It is something that cannot be dodged. It cannot be blocked. You have to jump over it.
It's inevitable, my love. You will be mine.
That hamster ball is really pissing me off.
Well, the hamster ball can be destroyed either with chaos bombs or just with the chaos claws in general. And that's what the flunkies are for. If you run out of magic, you destroy them and they drop magic.
Oh, I see. They're just there for resource management.
Yeah. Basically, any boss that requires you to use magic to defeat it will have flunkies. So that if you run out and you run out of relics, you can still get magic. Also, her hamster ball has special hamster ball-like attacks. I can't tell whether that's a hamster ball or a katamari, to be honest.
Is there any chance we can fill it up with feed?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Give yourself up to me, my prince.
So this is really another one of those color puzzles that the first game kind of loved.
Well, just this phase is, yeah. She actually gets a proper boss fight right now, actually.
My love runs through your veins, my lord.
And now she really starts using those lightning attacks, which are extremely difficult to deal with. Because again, you have to dodge in the proper direction.
Come, my prince.
And yeah, Void Kata does not really work against Carmilla. Because the main effect of that attack is absorbing large groups of enemies. It doesn't really work well against a single enemy. Especially not against bosses.
My lord.
Don't ask how she was still able to complete her line while frozen. It's just a video game thing.
Yeah, it happens.
It reminds me of how enemies are still able to have their death screams in Gears of War after they've been chainsawed in half.
Come, my prince. Don't let me hurt you.
I see that Carmilla is still in the habit of killing her own mooks, as was the case in the first game.
Some things never change.
Yep. Old habits die hard. Oh yeah, I never really pointed out that you can use the Void Dagger and Chaos Bombs in midair.
Good to know. Good to know.
Veins, my lord. Come, my prince. Don't.
If this is her love, I'd hate to see her hate.
I think the two are kind of intertwined, to be honest.
Yeah, all right.
And then she has clones.
What? Okay, sure.
And not only she has clones, but she has an inward lightning attack. So the way that her clones work, it's not as though there's a right clone. You have to attack every clone. And killing each clone does damage to Carmilla.
Ah.
It's not a game of luck. You just have to keep hitting all of them.
So she actually did split herself up, not just, make illusions.
And the last Carmilla you attack will always be the right one. I see Dracula's stealing some tricks from the succubus.
Nom nom nom.
I sense we're going to learn a new power. And it wouldn't be Dracula without learning the ability to turn into mist, would it? So the mist power is really useful if you learn how to time it properly, because it allows you to directly dodge unblockable attacks for the most part, except for those elemental attacks, things like lightning or fire. Those cannot be dodged. Those cannot be dodged by anything, not even mist. But regular unblockable attacks can be dodged by mist.
No! No! Leave that filthy whore!
Also, you can restore health by drinking Marie's blood.
Is that all she's good for now?
For the moment, yeah.
Slightly better than what she was good for in the first game.
Oh yeah, I mean, compared to her role in the first game, that's practically complete agency.
You know what? No, that's totally fair. She actually she's being helpful.
She also asked to, so not only was there consent, but she was the one who came up with the idea.
You will live only for me!
Okay, this is going beyond, like, Stalker. She's good turning into full-on Comic-Con fangirl.
In your dreams.
So, next time, now that we have Mist, we can actually finally get that antidote that we've been looking for the last 5 videos now.
Hooray.
Excellent. Other than the cheap shit climbing area, that wasn't so bad.